Okay, here's a place I guarantee you have never heard of before. If you go out to the west of Tokyo, you will find a place called Tokyo Summerland. Can you guess when it's open? Yeah, that's right. Late spring, summer, and early fall. It's a water park like no other. And once again, it is in the middle of nowhere. You have to take a bus to get there. And that bus can be very filled. There's only 2 stops there. So a lot of people are getting off this bus ready to go swimming. Unfortunately, when you get there early, you have to wait in line. So I make the most of my time and, blow up an inch or two. Why not? Place is quite massive. It has an indoor and a massive outdoor section. We'll get to the outdoor section later. First impressions are pretty nice. The second you walk in there, you're greeted by a giant swimming/wave pool, some slides, and kids areas that look like a lot of fun. The swimming/wave pool is pretty cool. Every hour or whenever they feel like it, it seems that they let out these waves that go up to about 2 or 3 feet, and it can be kind of surprising if you're not expecting it. It also starts off with a bunch of water blasting off. There's also and for those who aren't feeling the water, don't worry, they've got plenty of rides there that will keep you dry. They've got an indoor train ride for the kids. They had an honest-to-goodness mirror maze, as well as something called the Avenger Cave, but I think it was closed due to COVID? I'm not 100% sure. But it looked like it could have been fun. What lies behind these curtains? Anyway, outside of the theme park, there is something called Thrill Mountain, which you will pass by a whole area that is outdoor swimming and slides, but unfortunately it wasn't open when I was there because it wasn't the peak of summer yet. You'll find if you go to Japanese theme parks and it's not July 1st or July 15th or some arbitrary day, they don't have all their slides open because it may be too cold. I assure you it's not. And what's inside of Thrill Mountain, you might ask? Well, it's your standard amusement park fare. You got your spinning rides, your turning rides. They even have a roller coaster there that's a net breaker. However, there's a house that I couldn't videotape because it was in a different area and you had to put your phone away so you could ride the ride. And it just reminded me of that scene in Annie Hall where Woody Allen is literally living underneath I think it's the cyclone in Coney Island. His house is just underneath this roller coaster, and every couple of moments the whole house shakes, and it's just an amazing upgrading. It reminded me of that. But there's not a lot of here that will surprise you. It's a pretty standard fare of rides, and it's nothing to blog about, as they say. However, there's one of those spinning around and around and around in a circle rides. It did something very interesting. In the middle of it, it put a tarp over your head, and then you started to go backwards as there was a tarp circling this ride, and this is the best footage I got of it. I went here on the off season, and you can find tickets for pretty cheap in the off season if you look hard enough. And for what I paid, this was one of the best values I've ever done in my entire life. I had a ton of fun swimming and just enjoying the activities that were at this park. But it may not be for everybody. If you can find cheap tickets for this place, it's fantastic. That's all I got. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay groovy. Peace.